Kayali gave us 2 brand new fragrances, but are they actually good? Hey girls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Casey and I'm a lover of all things fragrance, hygiene, beauty. So if that sounds like something you love, definitely make sure to subscribe and let me know what you want to see. And for today's video, we are talking all about the 2 brand new Kayali fragrances. Obviously, I got the beautiful PR box and it came with such a large carrying case. I have a brand new mini dachshund and I'm pretty sure he could fit in this. This is Monty. This is a miniature dachshund. He is the sweetest baby. And yes, he can fit in this Kayali box. I interrupted his nap just to check that he could fit in here, and look at that. So this is what actually came in the box. We have Milky Musk Oud, we have the Vanilla Oud Hair and Body Mist, as well as Chocolate Oud. And this was the little pamphlet that came with it. I was really excited because at first I thought this was chocolate, but it is not. I didn't open it yet so I could give you guys some ASMR. So obviously it's the little informational packets that come in here. I personally love the way that Kayali does their PR boxes, and especially these little like information packets. I actually keep them. I made a video over on TikTok begging Kayali to do a magazine series. If you got the PR box or you saw the PR boxes for Young Bougie Marshmallow, it came with a full-on magazine about the fragrance. And I really hope that Kayali and Mona Katan decide to do it for the rest of the Kayali fragrances because I love magazines. Growing up, having the magazines with like the little piece that opens so you can smell the sample. Imagine that, but just pure Kayali fragrances. When I have my own beauty room, I definitely want a bookshelf, and in that bookshelf I want Kayali magazines. So the first little picture is Mona. She looks absolutely beautiful. I think Mona in brown, she's absolutely stunning. And then on the back are the gorgeous content creators who did the campaign with her. This is the little card they included for the Chocolate Oud fragrance. This is Chocolate Oud 11. This is literally so cute. It has something about the fragrances. It has little calorie facts or layering combos. It even has ingredients, which are the notes of the fragrance, which is why I say I love when Kayali does PR because they're so creative and cute. We have one for Milky Musk Oud 30, and don't worry, I will be reading these when I'm reviewing each fragrance. We have one for Vanilla Oud 36 for their hair and body mist, and then they gave us one for Rose Oud 16. You cannot tell me that these are not so freaking cute. I kind of wish there was chocolate in this package. That would have made it absolutely perfect. So I know everybody's really wanting to talk about the Milky Musk Oud as well as the Chocolate Oud, but I do want to give some credit to the hair mist. So this is the Vanilla Oud hair and body mist. I think it's one of my favorites out of the Oudgasm collection, period. I also just realized that this is not a continuous mist the way Rose Oud is. Like, it's not a continuous spray. You have to spray it. It smells so good, y'all. I absolutely love Vanilla Oud. This has keynotes of vanilla sugar, praline, saffron, white musk, oak moss, and oud. Now, if you don't like oud, I wouldn't say to necessarily be concerned about this fragrance because it's not super heavy on the oud. I believe out of the entire Oudgasm collection, this has the lowest amount of oud in it. You definitely get that vanilla sugar and the praline, but I wouldn't say that it's a gourmand fragrance whatsoever. It's a very elegant, comforting, cozy kind of vanilla. I actually really like this mist. You get a little bit of that saffron, but it's not overly spicy either, and you get a little bit of that oud as well as the oak moss, but it's not overly like masculine or anything. It is the perfect unisex, sophisticated, elegant vanilla. I personally really enjoy this. I think I like this more than the Rose Oud because I'm just a vanilla girl. I know you guys might have been curious about the hair and body mist, but I know you guys are here for the perfume, so let's talk about them. I'm gonna start with the one I think people were most excited for, which is Oudgasm Chocolate Oud 11. And let me just say, huge spoiler alert, if you are expecting it to smell like the Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, like that chocolate river they had, just stop. If you thought that this was going to smell like a Hershey's bar of chocolate, stop. If you thought this was going to smell like a brownie, stop. If you even thought that this was going to be a predominantly chocolate fragrance, stop. Just stop. So this little card says, indulge in a gourmand fantasy with Oudgasm Chocolate Oud 11, a decadent fragrance that wraps the skin in a magnetic warmth that feels both edible and sexy. It opens with the tempting blend of spiced rum and caramel apple, a flirtation of sweetness and spice. As it deepens, velvet orris and incense smolder at the heart before melting into an addictive base of dark cocoa and chocolate oud. And I would say that that description is pretty accurate to what this fragrance is going to give you. The notes of this fragrance include caramel apple, spiced rum, mate, orris, jasmine, incense, cinnamon, dark cocoa, cashmere wood, sandalwood, and chocolate oud. I first tried this before filming, so this is not my first impression of the fragrance, but the opening is 1000% a bunch of rum and caramel apple. It's very boozy, spiced, and warm. I feel like it's definitely a very fall forward fragrance. When I think of fall fragrances, one of the first things that come to mind is that boozy, apple, warm, spicy profile, and this is definitely that. Even though there's jasmine within this fragrance, I wouldn't say that it's overly floral whatsoever. You get a little bit of that orris as well. The incense incense is prominent as well, and it kind of almost adds like this leathery quality to it. It is a very cozy, spicy, sexy fragrance. You do also get that oud, but I wouldn't say it's super oud forward. It has this very earthy, woody, spicy quality to it, but even though it has that, I wouldn't say that it's overly woody or earthy. That spicy, boozy quality to it, as well as that caramel apple, adds such a beautiful sweetness. I personally am most obsessed with the opening of this fragrance. That caramel apple note mixed with that rum is so beautiful. This definitely is fall in a bottle for me. I've seen some people comparing this to Angel Share by Kilian, and I definitely get the comparison, but I wouldn't say that they're the same exact fragrance. There's that woody, earthy oud that's in this fragrance that's not in Angel Share. There's dark cocoa and chocolate oud within the fragrance, but am I really getting chocolate? No. When my friend Zach was reviewing this fragrance, he said it kind of smells like there's a dusting of cocoa powder somewhere in the room, which I definitely agree with because you get the most faint hit of cocoa, but it's not really a chocolatey fragrance whatsoever. I wasn't expecting to love the addition of incense within this fragrance, but it adds such a leathery, sultry quality to it. I literally keep spraying this fragrance just to continue to get that opening. Unfortunately, the caramel apple and the booze fade kind of quickly. I kind of wish it was more in the base of the notes because I really absolutely love the way the booze and the apple smell together. As it pertains to fall fragrances, I absolutely love something that's going to leave me smelling boozy, warm, and spicy, and this definitely does have that quality. This is also an intense fragrance, so it does last. I've worn it on the skin and it's lasted me a couple hours. I haven't done a full dedicated wear test, but definitely ask me in the comments to remind me and I'll let you guys know my final thoughts. If you like fragrances that are somewhat similar to Angel Share by Kilian, but you want something a little more earthy and sophisticated and oudy, this is something you would like. I believe on the Kayali's like oud meter, it has like 2 flames, which means it's not the strongest oud component. It's definitely more oud than what's in vanilla oud, but it's not as much oud as what's in smoky oud. I feel like as it continues to sit on the skin, the thing I'm getting most is that incense, the oud, and even that cashmere wood and sandalwood. I don't hate this fragrance. I was just hoping for something a lot more chocolatey because when it comes to gourmand, yummy notes, I definitely trust Kayali to make something that's going to smell absolutely amazing. And if you've seen the promo for this fragrance, you saw that one clip of the chocolate being poured onto the screen. That's kind of what I was hoping for, but it's not that whatsoever. So if you were hoping for something that's going to be ultra rich and chocolatey and gourmand, this is something that is not that. It is gourmand in the sense that it has that caramel apple, a little bit of cocoa, and that like rich spicy booziness, but it's not a chocolate gourmand in my opinion. The chocolate is all the way in the dry down. It's very faint and adds just a touch of chocolatey sweetness, but again, chocolate is not the star of the show for me. It's really that boozy, incensey kind of quality. I definitely enjoy this fragrance, but I do hope that Kayali ends up making a true chocolate fragrance. Now let's talk about Milky Musk Oud 30. And spoiler alert, this is actually my favorite, which surprised the heck out of me. The card says, Oudgasm Milky Musk 30 Eau de Parfum Intense is a soft, creamy, and skin-intimate scent that opens with a whisper of pink pepper and creamy strawberry, gently unfolding into a plush heart of suede santal and incense. Anchored in silver oud and ambrette, this musky blend softly lingers like second skin. The notes of this fragrance include pink pepper, strawberry cream, coffee, saffron, incense, sandalwood, milky musk, tonka bean, silver oud, and the Kayali signature accord. I have no idea what the Kayali signature accord is, but I know it when I smell it. The opening of this, 10 out of 10. The dry down of this, 10 out of 10. The mid dry down of this, 10 out of 10. And if you've heard the comparisons of this to Blanche Bette, I don't know what people were smelling, but I do not get Blanche Bette out of this at all. And thank God I don't, because I truly do not like Blanche Bette. Sue me, it just really never worked for my skin. I get way too much coconut, which is why I was so confused when I saw everybody talking about how this smells exactly like Blanche Bette. The opening is the most beautiful burst of pink pepper and saffron. It's spicy, it's warm, it's slightly creamy. Not gonna lie, I was very concerned when I saw strawberry cream because what the heck is that doing in an oud fragrance? But I personally don't get much of it. I don't get a strawberry note at all. You get like a slight whisper of coffee, but I wouldn't say that it's a coffee forward fragrance whatsoever. To me, the notes I get most are definitely that pink pepper, the saffron, incense, and oud, and it smells so good. Kayali did such a good job with it. As this continues to settle, you get more of that incense and the sandalwood, and it's such a leathery, sultry, deep, rich incense. It's not too overpowering and it's not too woody or anything. It's just so smoky and sexy and rich, but I love the fact that it's more of a second skin. This is not a beast mode fragrance in terms of projection, and I actually really enjoy that. I feel like the amount of oud and the incense and like that smoky wood might be overpowering if it's super beast mode, but the fact that it's more closer to your skin, so good. This smells absolutely amazing, and I wasn't expecting to love it just based off of the notes and based off of everybody else's opinion, but that is why I say try a fragrance for yourself before you write it off. This smells delicious. I love the way it smells. It's not gourmand delicious, but it's just, I eat it up. It's slightly creamy, but it's this spicy, incensey, warm, woody fragrance. It's very like second skin, but it's so good. I truly was not expecting to love Milky Musk Oud as much as I do, but it is definitely my favorite out of the two. This just has such a rich, sensual, seductive quality about it, and it's just so good. I'm most likely going to be filming my fall fragrance recommendations right after this. Best believe this and Chocolate Oud will be in there. Milky Musk Oud, babe, chef's kiss. This is so delicious. It's just really good. I really enjoy that incense, that sandalwood, that pink pepper and saffron. Oh my gosh, that concoction together is 10 out of 10. Now, it wouldn't be me if I didn't talk about some layering combos. I haven't had these fragrances for long, so I can't give you like a full in-depth layering routine video yet, but these are just some initial fragrances that sparked in my mind when I thought, what would I want to layer with these fragrances? This is Muse Inspiring Ink by YSL Beauty. I would 1000% recommend you to mix this with Milky Musk. This also has like a leathery, incensey quality to it that would go so perfectly with this. Of course, I would recommend that you would wear Chocolate Oud with Milky Musk Oud. The way my room smells right now is absolutely amazing, and it's because I sprayed these two together. Now, if you want to add a little bit of chocolatey, rich gourmand sweetness, I would definitely layer Chocolate Oud with Mancera's Amour Cafe. This combo is just rich. It adds a little bit more sweetness and that chocolate coffeeness. It's so, so good. Now, if I wanted to go full on boozy rum spiciness, I would definitely layer Chocolate Oud with Invite Only Amber 23. The two of these together is literally like fall in a bottle. I would also recommend layering Vanilla Oud 36 with Milky Musk Oud. It would just be the most perfect, cozy, slightly vanilla, cozy, spicy skin scent. Those are the perfume combos that I've thought of just now. Again, I've only had these fragrances for like 2 days, if that. But if you guys want a separate video or anything, definitely let me know in the comments. Now, if you've tried these just yet, please let me know what you think. Which one's your favorite? If you were disappointed, if you're absolutely loving it, please let me know what you think, because baby, you know I always want to know. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Till next time.